Hey guys, welcome back to North Coast Constrictors. 2 videos in 2 days. Okay, so I kind of figured, well, let's make a retic video because everybody loves the retic videos. But these 3 girls here, they've shed out and they need a spot clean. Their enclosures need a spot clean. But what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be putting them into that tub of water over there. Not at the same time, okay, but one at a time. And this video is for educational purposes, and the reason for this is to show you, because these are some big girls now, they're over 10 feet, and when you are dealing with reticulated pythons that are 10 feet plus, you normally have to, well, you should, unless you're an incredibly experienced breeder, and even then, should have a second person close by. My girlfriend is behind the camera. She doesn't like to be on the camera, so the only time you'll see her is if I run into trouble. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out the big girl first, and she's at the bottom there. She's my Tiger Lavender Albino. She is incredibly hungry. She needs to eat. I want to feed her. I'm busy defrosting her rabbit now. All of them, all their food's getting defrosted now, and they're going to eat tonight. But what I want to do is I want to get that old shed out there. I want to clean up some poop. Got my pooper scooper here. And yeah, I'm also, while I'm doing this, I'm just going to chat a little bit about these snakes. Give you a little bit of a demonstration. I haven't handled her for a while because I've been pretty busy. I've just been topping up the water and closing the enclosure. So I'm not sure how she's going to react to me, but I'm going to show you the technique that I use, which all the major retic breeders use when they are handling their retics, and that is to tap train. It's called hook tap training, tap train, whatever you want to call it. You just, because the moment you slide open that glass, because that's their home, that's their, out in the wild, that would be their kind of den. When I open that, they are expecting food or water, generally food. But now I'm going to be putting my arm close, and it's emitting heat, and they might mistake that for food. Okay, so inadvertently, they may try to strike me, not because they want to kill me or hurt me, but because they think I may be food. Okay, been bitten before, but it's just been tag and release. So let's go ahead and pull out the first girl, and let's just see how she reacts. Sometimes she can be a little okay. What I do, I don't know if you can see. All right. What I do, and she's looking at me now. All right. The retics are incredibly clever snakes. All right. So she's sussing out the situation. Immediately, she is hungry. She wants to eat. You can see those long tongue flicks coming out. She's just shed. She's ready for a meal. And she's inquisitive now. Okay, I'm giving her a chance to understand. Okay, never take your eye off the snake unless you're a safe distance away. She can't strike me from here. Okay, she's wanting a meal. I've opened up. She's right by the front. She wants to be fed, and she's going to be fed, but I want to spot clean first. Okay. Now I'm going to attempt to take her out. That's going to be hopefully not too challenging. The thing about retics, guys, you have to, Kevin McCurley from NERD, New England Reptile Distributors, gave in his last video, if you go and watch NERD, do yourselves a favor, go watch NERD. He did a video, they did a video. He's obviously got a team that runs his social media for him. And they had a guy that's probably more experienced than me that works for him. You don't just get a job at NERD. working with retics unless you are like can handle big snakes. And he was trying to get a very large female out of an enclosure that was not happy. Okay. But this snake used to be very, very, very chilled. Like this one, very, very chilled, okay? But this thing was all over the place and he wasn't handling it properly. He was nervous. He was pulling backwards. They didn't show Kevin the video. They then asked Kevin to come in and take the same snake out. And you watched how he did it. It was so smooth and so precise. And the one thing Kevin said is, you have to behave like you're never going to get bitten. Even if you get bitten, you have to just behave because snakes can pick up your vibes. They know if you're scared. It's like a dog or a horse. If you ride horses, if you know dogs, they can sense fear. So I got to go in there and I got to, like, first of all, make her feel safe. By tapping her and making sure whatever. Then I got to get her in there, close that up, let her soak, and I'll clean up, and then I'll put her back in, okay? And then I'm going to do the same with the others, okay? So the trick is, guys, as most of you should know by now, reticulated pythons are an extremely advanced snake to keep. This is not a beginner snake. We're on local group chats here in South Africa where guys have shown videos and photographs of their arms. We had a discussion the other day on one of the retic groups about the worst bites people have had. And I can tell you, I saw some pictures of guys' forearms that looked like a boat, an outboard engine propeller had literally shredded their arm apart. And it was from a retic bite. Okay. Anyway, so let me go ahead and try and get this girl out. She's moved herself across here now. All right. So here we go. Now, the one thing about this is that you want to be on the top third of the body. Okay. So I've got her. All right. She's going to be okay. She knows. All right, there we go. Okay, so you always want to be on the top third of the body. Okay, and you've got to go quite quickly, like so. All right, and you've got to make sure that you are supporting the snake. Now, if you guys watch my movements here, I'm giving her free. She's heavy because she's big. I'm giving her free rein. I'm letting her inspect. She doesn't feel like she's in any kind of danger. And the reason why I'm doing this, I don't know if you can see on the camera, very, very long, slow tongue flicks. Okay? And that means she's calm. All right? That means she's calm. She got a little bit of a fright there. Low, slow. Let me try and, she's got me nicely coiled. She's got slow, long tongue flicks, and that means that she's just chilled and she's calm. Guys, look at the size of this girl. Okay. She's holding on to me. She's wrapping around me. But is this on? Yeah. Okay. So now this is it looks like a white phase albino, but it's not. There she is. Come on, baby, show your face. Okay. That is a calm retic. That's what you want. And I'm holding her face, and she's not getting head shy. So I love this girl. She's amazing. Give them free rein, but also behave as though you're not going to get bitten. Even though I'm literally crapping in my pants that I'm going to get bitten, I don't think she's going to bite me, but I'm behaving like I'm not. And if I do get bitten, we've got a series of protocol that we go through. Okay. The first is never pull away, ever. The teeth are serrated backwards and they've got multiple rows inside. you're just going to shred your skin right open. Their bite is absolutely, it's like lockjaw, okay? Your first thing that you should do is, if you have hand sanitizer or mouthwash, anything that's got very strong alcohol in it, the very first thing you do is grab hand sanitizer or mouthwash and spray it on the mouth, okay, where she's biting you. Hopefully it's on the arm or on the leg or somewhere where you can get it. It's not up here by your chest or your neck or anything like that. Failing that, if she doesn't let go, go to the nearest, it's going to be sore while you're doing this, go to the nearest tap, hot water tap. Turn on the hot water as hot as it can go, and take her head and put her head underneath, hold your arm underneath her, the hot water, and she'll let go. Failing that, and I promise you, I've said this on videos before and guys don't believe me, okay, get the tail and bite the tail, okay, bite the tail. And I'll tell you why. The most vulnerable part of a snake, the time that a snake is its most vulnerable is when it's eating, because its only defense, its weapon, is its mouth. It doesn't have arms, I mean legs with claws and whatnot, okay? So it can only bite you and constrict you. So usually out in the wild where they are born, normally, before they came into captivity or bred in captivity, predators will normally feed on snakes when they are busy eating, because they know that they have to let that they can't turn around and get bitten now, because the snake has got a meal in its mouth. So they start attacking the snake when it's eating. So if you bite the tail of the snake, and I'm not talking bite it so that you can sever the tail, I'm talking biting it so that it's hard enough to make the snake let go. Because what it's going to do is it's going to let go and it's going to turn around to whatever it's biting its tail, which means you're going to have a second person in the room, okay? Like my girlfriend is standing there, she's on standby, she's watching, but at the same time she knows, I know what I'm doing, she knows this female, and you know, this is, I don't know if you can see here, but she's got me nice and wrapped around the leg here, she just anchored herself, that's it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this around so that I can show you the tub there. And my next goal is to get this girl into the tub, into the water, and let her soak. She's got a good, let her soak. She's going to enjoy the water. Let her go in at her own pace, like that. Okay. See? Nice and gentle, and boom. That was 100% perfect, safe retic handling. Okay. Not only that, I know my retics. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and spot clean that, and then I'll record again when I'm putting her back inside. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you learned something from it. Please, guys, doesn't matter how long you've had your snakes, never ever underestimate your retic. I've got 2 in there that I've had since hatchlings, and they've never tried to take a bite at me, and I got bitten the other day by one of them. Just as they grow up, they just, you know, I haven't been handling a lot and socializing a lot. So I've been very busy. If you watch my last YouTube video, so I've just been cleaning and water, like spot cleaning and water, spot cleaning and water. I haven't had a chance to take out the retics. The retics are the kind of snake that if you want as a pet, you have to handle them. You absolutely have to handle them. You cannot get away with it. Otherwise, that thing's going to stay inside the enclosure the whole time, and every time you want to take it out, it's going to be like dealing with a demon, okay? It's just going to be scared and unsure. It's not going to be socialized, okay? So if you want to keep these animals and you want to hold them, you have to do it. You have to do the work. She's not even half the size yet of what she could get to. All right. I'm not a small guy. I weigh 95, depending on between 95 and 100 kgs. I haven't been in the gym for a couple of months. So I'm a little underweight, but I'm 6'1", and I'm not a weak person, and I'm out of breath, and I'm pretty unfit at the moment. But this snake isn't even half. She's half the size of what you could get to. It'll take 2 to 3 people to handle her when she's at full size. Anyway, guys, that's it for now. I'm going to wrap it up. I've got a lot to do today. I want to get this tank cleaned up, all these tanks cleaned up, and I want to try and enjoy the rest of my weekend. Thank you for watching. If you haven't done so already, hit that like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video. Cheers for now. Okay, so we're back. I've done a really like a semi-spot clean, full clean on her enclosure. Fresh water and some fresh substrate. F10 down the glass, and now I'm going to put it back in. All right, so always very careful when you're opening up the tub. She's nice and chilled. She is very, very relaxed inside here. Okay. Retics love to bask. Okay. So there we go, my sweetheart. So what I'm doing now is, although you can't really see it, I'm just making hand contact with her. Okay. She's got very, very short tongue flicks right now, which is it's like they're weary. Okay. Right, so let's get it out. There we go. There we go. Hello, my sweetheart. So what we do now is you always want the top part of the body. Okay, so what I do is like a 180 flip like that. And what that does is it throws the snake off balance. It gets her kind of a little bit disorientated in case she was coming for a bite. Because now she doesn't know what's going on. And then we'll let her go back into enclosure. Okay, guys, never force the snake back into the enclosure. Hey, why don't you turn the camera? Never force the snake back into its enclosure. Obviously, if it does try and come out, try and prevent it from coming out. But, you know, all she wants to do now is go and explore. Okay, so that's that. She's done. She had a nice soak. She's got a fresh enclosure. And I'm let her chill there, and then I'm going to tackle the rest of these things. Guys, yeah, well, I said it before. I didn't know I was gonna carry on filming, putting her back in. But anyway, enjoy your weekend further. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video. Cheers for now.